The Switch 2 library is exploding, and if you're not playing these hits, you're missing out on the biggest conversations in gaming. I've crunched the numbers to find the absolute biggest games dominating the console right now, from massive RPGs to chaotic multiplayer brawlers. Here are the top 15 titles you need to experience for yourself immediately. If you thought you knew everything about island life, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Nintendo Switch. 2 Edition proved that this isn't just another port when it launched on January 15, 2026. This version brings Nintendo's beloved simulation to their new hardware with meaningful enhancements, boasting sharper visuals that support up to 4K resolution in TV mode, so that your cozy villages and lilting sunsets feel more vibrant than ever before. Building your dream island now feels even more intuitive thanks to new mouse controls when using the Joy-Con 2, which is absolutely perfect for decorating interiors, sketching custom designs, and organizing your bulletin boards with precision. One of the most whimsical additions here is the megaphone feature, which taps into the Nintendo Switch 2's built-in microphone so you can actually call out to villagers with your own voice, adding a lovely layer of immersion.
So mix and match to find combinations you like. On your island, of course. Seems like they're really into dressing up. They look a little familiar, don't they? Arrives January 15th. That's the same day as the Nintendo...
The wait finally ended on December 4th, 2025, when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, marked a triumphant return to the first-person action-adventure formula that defined the franchise. Releasing for both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, with the enhanced Switch 2 Edition taking full advantage of the new system's capabilities, this installment drops you into the mysterious world of View-Rose as the galaxy's most iconic bounty hunter, Samus Aran. Beyond enriches the series with new psychic abilities that let Samus manipulate objects, control beam trajectories, and tackle environments in fresh ways, all while you navigate sprawling alien landscapes packed with secrets, relics, and more than a few deadly surprises. The story blends classic exploration with a deeper narrative thread, challenging you to uncover the truth behind View-Rose and face off against long-standing rivals, all while piecing together exactly what brought Samus to this alien frontier.
Were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Sharing that same release date of December 4th, 2025, Octopath Traveler 0 marks a bold new chapter for the beloved HD 2D series, acting as a prequel that reimagines the foundations of the Octopath Traveler world while keeping the spirit of deep JRPG storytelling alive. Instead of following a fixed cast of 8 predetermined heroes, this installment lets you create your own custom protagonist, giving your hero a backstory rooted in tragedy after your home, the town of Wishvale, is destroyed in a devastating fire. From there, you embark on a sweeping journey across the continent of Orstera to rebuild what was lost, blending traditional turn-based combat with strategic party building and even town-building mechanics that add surprising depth to exploration and management. Combat retains the series' signature break and boost system, but now features larger 8-member parties that can be flexibly arranged into offensive and defensive roles.
I have no intention of following your script.
August!
We're going to Tour of Wishvale. That is the way of the Watch.
Oh, Scarlet Flame!
Let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
Rewinding slightly to November 6th, 2025, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment expands the Dynasty Warriors-style hack-and-slash mayhem that fans love by placing it squarely within the lore of The Legend of Zelda. Set in a darker timeline long before the events of Tears of the Kingdom, this installment weaves a narrative around the imprisoning war, a pivotal conflict hinted at in Zelda lore, and places you in the boots of iconic characters like Princess Zelda as she confronts overwhelming odds and leads Hyrule's defenders into battle. The gameplay blends that trademark Warriors crowd combat with new systems designed to heighten tactical depth and spectacle, allowing players to chain powerful attacks with allies using sync strikes and strategically deploy Zonai devices that manipulate the battlefield with elemental effects such as water, wind, and more, giving each fight a dynamic, almost puzzle-like quality.
Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op your allies' abilities, so you know which character to swap to in any situation.
We also saw the resurrection of a cult classic on November 20th, 2025, when Kirby Air Riders reinvented the GameCube racing action with a full modern reboot on Nintendo Switch 2. Directed by Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Kirby and Super Smash Bros., this new title stays true to the quirky, high-speed action of the original, while expanding it into a full-fledged racer with multiple distinct modes, online multiplayer, and a broader roster of characters from the Kirby universe. The core concept revolves around Kirby and friends racing and battling across diverse tracks using a wide range of air ride machines, each with its own feel and handling. Beyond standard races, Kirby Air Riders includes frenetic city trial arenas, high-octane top ride courses, and a story-driven road trip mode that takes players on a cross-world adventure. Taking a massive leap forward on October 16th, 2025, Pokémon Legends. ZA takes the legendary Pokémon series in a bold new direction by bringing the franchise's signature world into a real-time action, RPG format that totally reshapes how battles and exploration feel. Gone is the classic turn-based combat, replaced by a system where trainers and their Pokémon move freely around environments during battles, requiring you to use precise timing and positioning to unleash moves and dodge attacks. Mega Evolution returns as a powerful mechanic tied to battle momentum, letting you evolve temporarily and turn the tide in fierce confrontations. The entire game is set in the Kalos region, recasting Lumio City as a sprawling urban hub where both humans and Pokémon coexist amid wild zones and nightly ZA Royale challenges. A unique competition that pits trainers against one another for ranks and rewards as night falls. Just a few weeks earlier, on September 25th, 2025, the long-anticipated sequel from Supergiant Games finally broke out of early access and arrived in full force for Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, Windows, and other platforms. Picking up where the original left off, Hades 2 places you in the immortal boots of Melinoa, sister of the first game's hero, Zagreus, as she ventures beyond the underworld to confront Kronos, the Titan of Time. This sequel expands on everything that made Hades legendary: lightning-fast action, rich story beats, and that famously addictive roguelike loop, while introducing new combat spells, underworld realms, and mythic allies and enemies grounded in Greek lore. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game scales beautifully with enhanced performance options and crisp visuals that support high frame rates, giving one of this decade's best roguelikes a home on the go or docked.
This is an opportunity for you to make a better future for us.
We also finally saw the end of years of near-mythic anticipation when Hollow Knight. Silksong soared onto shelves on September 4th, 2025. Developed by Team Cherry, this follow-up to the beloved Hollow Knight casts players as Hornet, who is whisked away to a mysterious new kingdom and tasked with uncovering its secrets while mastering a lethal blend of acrobatic combat and deep exploration. Silksong elevates the Metroidvania formula with faster movement, tightly tuned enemy encounters, and sprawling interconnected biomes that challenge both your reflexes and your curiosity. Whether you're diving into tense boss fights or probing hidden corners for relics and lore, the game rewards methodical play and fearless persistence. Summer of 2025 brought a massive heavy hitter with Donkey Kong Bananza, which released on July 17th as an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2. Marking a long-awaited return for Nintendo's iconic gorilla in a full-fledged 3D action-adventure platformer after more than 2 decades, this new adventure blends explosive platforming with richly destructible environments that invite you to smash, bash, and tunnel your way through sprawling underground landscapes. The story kicks off on Ingot Isle, where a cave-side discovery of golden bananas triggers a storm that flings Donkey Kong deep beneath the surface, leading him to team up with a mysterious young ally named Pauline, a singer whose voice can unlock powerful abilities and transform DK into specialized forms, like super strong or high-speed Bananza states, based on their shared Bananergy. Just one day later, on July 18th, 2025, Shadow Labyrinth took the Pac-Man universe into bold new territory, recasting the classic maze chase concept as a dark sci-fi action-adventure with deep Metroidvania influences. Developed by Bandai Namco Studios, the game drops players into the role of Swordsman Number 8, an enigmatic warrior exploring vast, interconnected labyrinthine environments. As you traverse the eerie world, you'll fight hostile creatures with melee swordplay and ESP powers, solve movement-based puzzles, and utilize the traits of your strange companion Puck to slide across walls or launch powerful maneuvers. Moving into the indie scene on August 21st, 2025, Herdling offered a unique atmospheric adventure from Swiss developer Octopath, the creators of the acclaimed FAR series. Arriving on multiple platforms including Nintendo Switch, this game places you in the gentle role of a shepherd guiding a herd of magical creatures known as calicorns across wind-swept plains, misty forests, snowy plateaus, and mysterious landscapes in a post-apocalyptic world. The focus here shifts away from traditional combat toward calm exploration, light environmental puzzles, and emotional bonding with your herd, as you name, care for, and guide these fuzzy, horned beasts through hazards and natural obstacles on your ascent toward a distant mountain summit. On September 30th, 2025, Square Enix proved that some legends never die with the release of Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. This isn't just a re-release, it brings back one of the most revered tactical RPGs of all time for modern consoles like the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, preserving the original's deeply strategic grid-based battles and politically rich story set in the war-torn world of Ivalice. They've modernized the experience with fully voiced dialogue, updated menus, improved visuals, and quality-of-life upgrades that make the game more approachable without sacrificing any of its depth. Longtime fans will relish leading Rem Zabulv and his band of allies across branching battlefields and class systems, while new players get accessible tools and UI improvements to help them learn the ropes of tactical combat.
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour. Feel my wrath!
SpongeBob SquarePants, Titans of the Tide, plunges Bikini Bottom into an eccentric action-adventure built entirely around the chaotic charm of SpongeBob and his friends. In this new title for Switch 2 and other platforms, SpongeBob and Patrick embark on quests that pit them against all sorts of bizarre sea creatures and cosmic threats rising from the depths. The game blends colorful platforming and combat with a whimsical storyline rich in SpongeBob's trademark humor, featuring everything from goofy boss fights to uproarious dialogue moments that feel like they walked straight out of the TV show. The Switch 2 version takes full advantage of the console's hardware with enhanced visuals and smooth performance, supporting a single-player mode that is packed with fan-favorite characters, unlockable costumes, and silly abilities that capture the spirit of the series perfectly.
Here I go! To his lair, King Neptune yelled, by my own beard I rule. But ghost, be wary of the judgment, wary of the...
Back on December 1st, 2025, Marvel Cosmic Invasion landed as a vibrant side-scrolling beat-em-up that throws players into an all-out cosmic war against the fearsome villain Annihilus. Developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu for platforms including Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, the game celebrates classic arcade action by letting you choose from a roster of 15 playable Marvel heroes, from Spider-Man and Captain America to Silver Surfer and Beta Ray Bill, each with distinct combat styles. Cosmic Invasion mixes fast-paced brawling with cooperative play, both local and online, allowing you to tag between two characters on the fly to chain combos and unleash tactical attacks. Its pixel art visuals are a loving tribute to both retro beat-em-ups and iconic comic art, and the locations take you from street-level battles all the way to cosmic zones beyond reality.
Good old team. Go forth, spirit of the shield.
Get ready to feel Prism Lance!
Finally, we have Dispatch, a truly unusual take on superhero games where, instead of playing as caped crusaders in action sequences, you actually manage them. This episodic adventure from Ad Hoc Studio released its first chapters on October 22nd, 2025, before rolling out the full set through November and arriving on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 in January 2026. You step into the shoes of Robert Robertson III, better known as the former hero Mecha Man, whose mech suit has been destroyed. Now working as a dispatcher, you are responsible for coordinating a team of reformed supervillains turned heroes, juggling emergency calls, office drama, team relationships, and strategic decisions that shape the narrative and outcomes. The game blends interactive storytelling, choice-driven narrative, comedy, and strategy to deliver an experience that feels like a superhero workplace sitcom crossed with a visual novel, complete with an all-star voice cast and sharp writing that has earned it widespread praise and a passionate player base.
Damn team. Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers? Me. Bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're